Hey, how you doing? This is Adam Snyder from DormanCash.com. Today I want to show you how I write articles for Infobarrel for traffic and money. The key with Infobarrel is just writing as many good articles as you can. But there are some keys that I'm going to show you on how I get my niche websites ranked and my regular website ranked as well. Just clean this off really quick. Alright, so the first thing you want to do obviously is write the article. Infobarrel, they accept articles, any article over 325 words, but anything under 400 words might not get indexed. So what I do is I write articles of 425 words. The reason I write articles that are 425 words is mainly because once you write them, then to build backlinks, I spin the articles, and I'm going to talk about that. Another thing that you want to do is you want to write the first sentence needs to be at least, or the first paragraph needs to be at least 125 words. You don't want it over 135, and there's a reason for that. So the first paragraph, you don't want it over 125 words. And the reason for that is you're going to write the article, and this right here is your first. So this right here would be your first paragraph. Right next to that is an AdSense ad. Well, if you can get your first sentence to line up almost exactly the same size as your AdSense ad, then your click-through rate is going to be a lot higher. Okay, and another thing you want to do, or what I do, is I write articles that are 5 or more paragraphs long. The reason I do this is mainly because I then spin the article and I submit it to Unique Article Wizard, and they require you to have at least 6 paragraphs. But because your resource box counts as 1, you only need 5. Okay. And what I'm doing here, I'll explain it in just a minute. Okay, so right here, this is your main article. When you write an article on Infobarrel, and this IB, that's just Infobarrel, but what you want to do is you want to interlink it to 2 of your other articles that you've written. And the reason you do that is because it will then start to you'll then start building backlinks to your other articles, and then they'll go higher on the search engines. And that's how you can start making money a lot quicker without writing as many articles. On top of that, you want to create a link to your money site. My money site is usually a niche website, or it would be DormanCash.com. But if you don't have a niche website, go to ClickBank, go to Amazon, Mission Junction, somewhere, and get an affiliate link and put that in here. Infobarrel allows you 2 self-promoting links. I normally just use 1. I think 1's good enough, but it's up to you. Once you've written the article and made sure once I wrote the article, made sure it met those 2 things, the next thing that I'll do is I'll spin the article. And spinning, is pretty simple. You just add tags around or kind of like quotes. I don't know what the brackets are really called, but you just add those around your paragraphs and spin it. Pretty simple. I'll explain that later in a different video. But once you spin the article, you can use 2 free spinners, or one, there's a free spinner that I've used, it's called Jet Spinner. And another one, it's not free, it does cost a little bit of money, but it's really good, and it's called the Best Spinner. And I'd recommend using those. And then once you spin the article, you're going to create backlinks to your main article and your money site. And the way you do that is you're going to do it with article directories and Web 2.0 properties. Look something like this. So you got directories. You got Web 2.0. Using a link to here. Okay. You have 2 links. You pretty much have 2 links on all these. Web 2.0 properties, you can do more. Article directories, you sometimes have more, but normally you only get 2. So you always want to put a link to your article that you just wrote, even if you spun the article and you're creating a backlink to the exact same article. It's fine, it's going to look different and the link still doesn't count. So you want to your article, one to your money site, or a niche website, whatever you want to call it. Few places that I always use when I submit directories or Web 2.0 properties are these 5 places right here. There's e-zine articles. I do Blogger, do Weebly, Hub Pages, and WordPress. Okay. And so if you do e-zine articles, Blogger, Weebly, Hub Pages, and WordPress, and all these have one link to your main article and the other link to your money site, then I just created a niche website and wrote 2 articles and backlinked to it, and it already jumped to the first page on Google. So you can see how well some of these directories and Web 2.0 properties actually work. And the final thing you do to make money with Infobarrel and get traffic to your money site is you just want to create backlinks to those backlinks. And the way you do this is social bookmarking. You can do forum posts. I usually just do social bookmarking, but I do social bookmarking and I use unique article wizard. And all these, you want to make sure that you don't actually link it to your money site. What I normally do is I'll create one link to either one of the e-zine article, Blogger, Weebly, Hub Pages, WordPress. I'll create a link to that one, and I'll create a link to the main article. The reason I do that is because this main article, I want to get more traffic to it without actually having to write more articles or anything like that. So the more 425 word articles you can write, and submit to all these places, the better off you're going to be. But just remember, you need to interlink your articles. That's the main thing. And then always social bookmark any article or any Web 2.0 properties that you do, any article directories, anything that you have an article on. You always want to bookmark it. And one key there's something that I've been using lately is something called Fiverr, where there's people on there that will pretty much do anything for $5. If I want to go build 25 edu backlinks or .gov backlinks, they'll go do it and send me a report. And so usually for every article I'll write, or actually every 2 articles I write, I'll hire a guy off Fiverr, and he'll go and create 15 edu backlinks and 15 .gov backlinks for that one article. Or, being that for every 2 articles I have him do, 7 edu and 8 .gov for one article, and then the same thing for another one. That seems to work out pretty well. But this is pretty much what I do all the time. I write 425 word article, make sure that the first paragraph is 125 words, and I always do 5 or more paragraphs. It breaks the article down a little better, makes it easier to read, and for me, using Unique Article Wizard, I have to have at least 5 paragraphs. So that's what I do. Hopefully it helps you. If not, send me an email or something. Comment on one of my blog posts on dormancash.com, and I'll make sure I help you out as much as I can. But again, just remember, your main article needs to link to 2 other Infobarrel articles and to your money site. And if you can do that, then you should be able to get more traffic and make more money in no time.